Alright, so there's this guy Nxrth. I've had some beef with this guy in the past. He's terrible at Fortnite, so don't tell me I'm just jealous of his skill. I was playing against him in some realistic zone wars or realistic 1v1s or something on his servers in Europe, and I destroyed him. I pissed him off and he rage quit. And so yeah, don't tell me I'm jealous of his skill level or anything like that. So we're going to be reacting to this video. It's called This Is Why I Have Carpal Tunnel. Now, I saw some kids in his comments were asking what carpal tunnel syndrome is. It's basically just like a thing that you get in your wrists and hands. It's kind of similar to arthritis, and it's caused by like keeping your hands in like the same position for a long time. Like a lot of people that like work in an office and like type on a keyboard all day, they get carpal tunnel because their wrists are in an awkward position all day. So that's essentially what carpal tunnel is, and he's saying, oh, this is why I have carpal tunnel. And so we're just going to watch this video, and I want you guys to tell me if there's anything suspicious with this at all. Tutorial at 10K. Anything suspicious about this so far? Oh, wait. Huh, interesting. About to say, there's no way we get an ad on a video that's 30 seconds long. Now, yeah, this should be pretty obvious. Anyone watching, this is exactly what a macro looks like. Exactly what a macro looks like and exactly what it sounds like. You can even tell by the way that he's building and playing that his edits are already planned out like long before he even does the edit. Like, you know, he's putting his crosshair in the spot to hit the macro clip, if that makes any sense. It's pretty obviously a macro right here. Now don't be like, oh, there's no proof, because in the video where EJ Lad exposed sun trees for macroing, he said, well, this is pretty obviously a macro, and then he just memed the rest of the time. But so here he is pretty obviously using a pretty quick drag edit macro, probably like a 15 to 25 second macro, depending on what his ping is specifically. Now, over in Fortnite, I've actually set up the exact same macro that he uses, and we're just going to compare the speed, and I want you guys to tell me if there's anything suspicious about it. Hey, it's Editing Rhylek here. I know some of you guys are probably going to leave a comment and say, well, he's just faster than a macro. Well, let me explain something. It's not humanly possible to be faster than a macro, and here's why, and here's the math to prove it. So I have the world record clicking speed record of 21 clicks in 1 second. There's about 30 milliseconds between each click. 30 milliseconds. A macro is set usually between 1 and like 15 milliseconds. So it's not even close at world record speed to being possible to edit faster than a macro, so don't even comment that. So yeah, as you guys can see right here, this is identical speed. And don't be like, oh, he's just using quad binds, because he's operating his mouse the whole time in all these clips. You know, if someone was standing still just editing something like this, then, you know, oh, okay, maybe it's quad binds. But he's moving his mouse around, and anyone who's ever tried to use quad binds knows that using, you know, mouse buttons for quad binds doesn't work very well. It won't really make you fast at all. So, yeah, I would love to do the drag edit portion, but unfortunately my ping's not very good if you guys know how macros work. To use a successful drag edit macro, you do have to be on pretty low ping to combine it with a single tile macro. And I'm going to show you guys the settings and explain why right here. Alright, so right here, it's just the macro setup. You know, F goes down, wait a millisecond, F goes back up, no delay, and then mouse click, a certain amount of delay, and mouse goes back up. If you have no ping delay, you can have this set to, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 or so, and you can be doing some pretty quick drag edits like he's doing here in this video. Unfortunately, my ping is about 50 to 70. The servers have been really bad recently, so I've had to just only use this as a single tile macro. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that he macros. People in his comments were even saying he macros. Yeah, Nxrth, if you watch this, just stop, dude. Your channel's gonna die when these short clips fall off. It's really not worth it, man.